In my first year's training, I saw almost no real results. But in this past year, I've made more progress than I have my entire life. And this is all after my newbie phase. What's the main thing that changed? My programming and the split I was running. It's no longer PPL or the upper lower or any conventional bodybuilder split. It's a split specifically designed for my goals using science-based principles to build an aesthetic and attractive physique as fast as possible. And today, I'll show you everything I know. Alright guys, realistically, we can spend hours talking about split, but we'll keep it short and I'll simply talk about the most valuable and practical aspects of building a split. We'll talk about what the point of a split is, which for some reason, people don't seem to understand. We'll talk about how to actually create a split and the most important factors that you should be considering. And lastly, we'll review example training days, including an example of my split coming straight from the Ascension system. Alright, so first things first guys, what's the point of a split? Really, try and answer the question, what is the point of making a split? The only correct answer is to prioritize what you want. Whatever goals you have of being in the gym, that should be reflected in your split. The point is not to organize in a cute or convenient way. And this seems like common sense, right? A split is made to prioritize what you want and not necessarily to just organize it and make it look cute. But let's just look at some of the most popular splits. The push-pull legs, the upper-lower, the bro split. None of these splits are structured or prioritized for what you want. Think about it, what are these splits actually made for? They're made for the name. Like a push-pull leg split isn't prioritizing any specific muscle, it's prioritizing doing push, then pull, then legs. An upper-lower is prioritizing doing upper and then lower. Look, if you agree that the point of a split is to prioritize what you want, then your program shouldn't be based on the name of your split. It should be made to prioritize what you want the most. Because look, ignore the name and just look at what these splits actually prioritize for. The push-pull legs, the upper-lower split, their priority, if you actually look at the frequency and volume distributions, is going to be the legs and balance training. What do they absolutely neglect? The delts, the arms, the aesthetic muscles. Look, of course, you can modify these splits and make them more aligned to your goals. You can do a push-pull legs. You can do an upper lower. And I'm absolutely all for that. You should be customizing your split and not using any of this pre-made garbage. So the question becomes, what do you want to prioritize? And this is all up to you and your goals. Some people want to build massive arms. Some people want to build massive legs. And that's okay, but you have to realize that and then align your split to that. For myself, and probably you watching, your goal in the gym is to build an aesthetic and attractive physique. And if that's your goal, then you should be prioritizing two things. Firstly, we have the V-taper muscles. This should be the foundation of your programming, and this means prioritizing the lats, the side delts, and the upper chest. The second thing that we should prioritize is the attractive muscles, and this includes the biceps, the abs, and the upper back. Of course, everyone's goals are individual. You may want to add some priority for your forearms, or heck, maybe even your legs. The whole point of this section though was to inform you that a split should be based on specifically what you want to grow. Because I'm telling you with 100% confidence, if your goal in the gym is, for example, aesthetics and attraction, but instead of prioritizing the V-taper muscles and the attractive muscles, you have multiple leg days a week, you truly may never reach your goals. Alright guys, so now we understand that the point of the split is specifically to prioritize what we want. So now let's talk about exactly how to go about creating the split. And how do we prioritize what we want? Well, there's three things: frequency, exercise order, and volume. But before we start talking about all three of these and we start creating our program, there's one thing we have to keep in mind, and that's the mistake that many people make: over-programming. The sad truth is, a person with a horrible program who's consistent will make more progress than the person with the perfect program who's not consistent. So how do we make sure that we don't over-program? Well, firstly, although it's cringe, we have to mention sustainability and lifestyle fit. Look, I'm of the belief that anyone has a spare 1 or 2 hours every day. And if you think you're special and think you truly have no time, then open your phone, go ahead, go to the screen time, and show me what your screen time is. Or click on your history and show me how much YouTube you've watched today. Like, it's truly just about how much you want to commit to yourself and your body. But anyway, when you make a split, make sure that you're able to actually follow through with it consistently and that it can fit into your lifestyle. The second factor is going to be fun. So if the only reason you were in the gym before is because you were maxing on the bench, then switching to a completely optimized isolation style split probably won't be sustainable. Personally, that optimized isolation type split is extremely fun for me, and that's just because I know that I'm making the most progress I can. But don't just make a split and then not follow through with it because you hate it. And lastly, make sure you have the proper access to the gym and equipment you need for your split, and make sure you're tracking your recovery and not overtraining. If all these factors are met, then you can be sure that you are not over-programming. Alright, so now we made sure that we're not going to over-program, and we have our list of our priority muscles. Let's get into actually how we would build a split. The first and most important factor is going to be frequency. Listen, the more frequency, the better. And the gold standard for frequency is going to be 3 times a week or every other day. The reason that frequency is so important is because it gives us more opportunity for fresh sets. Essentially, any set you do at the start of your workout is going to provide you much more stimulus. And this becomes extra true for specific muscles. The more sets of biceps you do in the same session, the less growth you'll get each set. With a higher frequency approach, we can do less volume and receive more growth. For all your aesthetic muscles, frequency is a must. The second factor that we want to keep in mind when making our split and our training days is exercise order. This is the same logic we used for frequency. What you do first is going to grow the most. That means if your priority muscles are, let's say, the biceps or side delts, then you shouldn't be hitting them at the end of your session. You should be hitting them as the first exercise. I mean, even if your priority is going to be forearms or abs, you go into the gym and you hit them first. This sounds weird, but this is how you should be thinking. All right, after frequency and exercise order is sorted, lastly, we have volume. In general, guys, the more volume, the more you grow. But of course, this is given you can recover. And now, guys, let's put this all together and now give you guys the example training days. And the first thing we're going to talk about is going to come straight from the Ascension system. And before we discuss these days in detail, if you guys have been getting value from this video but want the full in-depth system that I use to transform my physique, then you should check out the Ascension system. Not only will you get the full aesthetic split prioritizing the back, shoulders, and biceps, but you'll get in-depth video explanations for every training day, how to make modifications and add muscles, videos on mindset and motivation, and so much more. It's all in the Ascension system. And I haven't even mentioned the most valuable section of this system: full video tutorials for every optimal exercise, along with step-by-step explanations on how to set them up and alternatives for every lift. Listen, I spent years learning and months actually making this course, and I made it expensive for a reason. I don't want everyone to have it, but for the first time and a very limited time, I'm doing my first discount. If you use the code SUMMER, you will get $30 off the Ascension system. Summer is just around the corner, and I know a lot of you have been complaining about the price. I'm only keeping this discount code for a short period of time. So if you're serious about your results, click the first link in the description. Alright guys, now let's talk about 3 different examples for people with 3 different goals. The first example is going to be someone prioritizing for aesthetics. The second example is going to be someone prioritizing for an arm dominant physique. And lastly, probably not you watching, but a person prioritizing for a big or hypermasculine physique. So firstly, for aesthetics. Now, this is day 5 and 6 of the aesthetic system, but of course for this example, the days don't really matter. Now, the way you organize a full training week while keeping a 3 times a week frequency and priority for multiple muscles, you're gonna have to train 6 times a week. Now for my split and for the guys in the Ascension system, they would know that different days need different recovery requirements. And you can intelligently program days that are less fatiguing, but where you're also training. And look, I'm not gonna leak everything here, but just keep that in mind. So let's break down these days through an aesthetic perspective. Now firstly, right away we can see that we are starting with the most aesthetic muscles. We're starting with the wide grip pull down, specifically to target the lower lats, and then the scapular plane lateral raise and the Y raise for those side delts. After that, there's another lat exercise, a rear delt exercise, and then some glutes and abs. Notice that there's no redundancy, every exercise is there for a specific reason, and that it's made in order of priority. And as I mentioned in the modification section of the Ascension system, these priorities can very easily be switched. For example, if your abs were more of a priority, you would simply move them closer to the start of the workout. I mean, this is genuinely a perfect day for aesthetics, and there's no name for it. It's not a push day, it's not a pull day, it's not even an upper day. You would call this a back, delt, glute, and ab day. Or I guess you can call it a full body day. Anyway, day 6, we can see that it's more of the same logic. For aesthetics, biceps are going to be one of the top priorities. And as we can see, that is going to be the first exercise we do. And from there, it's simply the same logic as day 5. We do exercises in order of importance, and there's no redundancy and no wasted sets. Again, this is only day 5 and 6, so you don't really have the context of the full split. But with these days, you can understand the logic that you should use when creating your split. No need to organize it in a push, in a pull, in an upper. Organize it by order of the muscles you care about. And of course, use the most optimal exercises too. As you can see, all of this is optimized. Alright, what if we were to build an arm dominant physique? How would that split in one of those training days look? Well, firstly, I would run a 6-day-a-week split. On 3 of those days, I would start my workout with the triceps, and on 3 of those days, I would start my workout with the biceps. And day 1 of an arm dominant split may look something like this. You start with a tricep pushdown for the long head of your triceps for 3 sets, and then you do the JM press for the medial and lateral head of your triceps for another 3 sets. Then we'll do some forearm work because for an arm dominant physique, of course the forearms are a priority, and we'll finish off with some shoulders and chest. Again, if our goal is going to be mainly an arm dominant physique, then the shoulders, the chest, the back, they can be lowered to the end of the workout. And they can even be lowered to a 2 times a week frequency. It all depends on how specialized you want to be. Lastly, if you want to build a big and hypermasculine physique, then the logic is the exact same. Prioritize the muscles you care about. So an example for this split would be starting with multiple exercises training the neck, then an exercise for the chest, the traps, and the forearms respectively. And look, these training days and examples aren't meant for you to copy, but hopefully you're starting to understand the pattern when it comes to making a split. So if you now understand the muscles you want to prioritize, understand how much you want to commit to the gym and to your body, and now understand the logic and methods you should be using to create the split, you are now ready to create your own personalized split. And remember guys, if your goal is specifically going to be aesthetics and building the most attractive body you can, then the Ascension system gives you the best split for those goals and the entire system. Use code SUMMER for $30 off. Comment any questions down below and let me know what split are you currently running. Leave a like if you learned anything or just enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more content every single week. Thank you for watching.